Good morning, all, and welcome to the ribbon cutting ceremony for the Vallejo Navigation Center. My name is Natalie Peterson, and I am the assistant to the city manager for the city of Vallejo. I will be your MC for today's event and am beyond excited to be here with all of you today to celebrate this milestone. Over the last nearly 4 years, I've had the opportunity to work closely with many amazing individuals and organizations to make today a reality. I would now like to invite one of those individuals to the podium to make some opening remarks. Assistant to the City Manager, Gillian Hain.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gillian Hain, Assistant City Manager. Thank you so much for being here today. It's a pretty emotional moment to walk in and see everyone here, all the supporters in this beautiful facility. Gosh, we're honored really to have each of you here with us today. This is such a momentous event. Before I get into some quick comments, I just would like to acknowledge the land that we're on, right? This is traditional land. Before we were here, there were Native people here, right? And so today there are 4 federally recognized tribes here in Vallejo, the city of Vallejo, and they consist of the Kahil-Dihi Band of Winton Indians, a Calusa Indian community, the Quetzal-Dihi Winton Nation, the Yocha-Dihi Winton Nation, and the Scotts Valley Band of Pomo Indians. We just want to give them acknowledgement that we are here now sharing their land. And this gathering is such an inspiration to see all of the support and see what it really takes to do something like a project such as this. I'd like to acknowledge all of our funding partners, including the City of Vallejo, the County of Solano, the CAP Solano JPA, instrumental, HUD and HCD, our federal and state partners. We've got SUTTER Health, KAISER Permanente, and NORTHBAY Health. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all. The City of Vallejo has been steadfast in their commitment to addressing our unhoused population here in the city, and this project is really going to change the future of unhoused people here. Thank you all again for your support. There's 2 people that I feel I need to mention briefly that are no longer with us today, and this project would not have moved forward without these 2 instrumental humans. One is Maria Guevara. This was all her idea. She got that community together. She ignited all of you and all of us and collaborated with us together to get this thought into fruition. The other person is Guy Rica. Guy Rica was a staff member here at the City of Vallejo. He gave relentless support to piecing together all of these different fundings and looking into the regulations and making sure they move forward. And we will do something for each of them special here within the facility, definitely at a future date. I'm so thankful to have spent the last 5.5 years I had working on this important project, collaborating, bringing everyone together, this village of a community, the staff. We even got our Public Works Director, Melissa Tigbow, to come back for this event. Our elected officials, and you, our community. Please give yourselves a round of applause. This is why we do the hard work together. Thank you all for being here.
So before getting started into the rest of our program, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the dignitaries that we have with us and some of our amazing organizations and partners. When I say your name or your organization's name, please stand to be recognized. From the Office of Congressman John Garamendi, we have Mel Orpelia. From the Office of Assemblymember Lori Wilson, we have Tiffany Jones. From the Office of Supervisor Cassandra James, we have Yuritsi Martinez. From the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, we have Christian Anderson with us. We have Vice Mayor Trevor Mazinski, who is also from CAP Solano JPA. We have Thomas Jute on behalf of GBRD Board. And we have multiple representatives from various boards and commissions within the City of Vallejo. Please stand and be acknowledged. Also in attendance with us, we have representatives from SOLANO JPA staff, the Continuum of Care, Lived Experience Committee, and Tripartite Advisory Board. We have representatives from our local healthcare partners that provided the operational funding to open these doors. We have SUTTER Health. We have KAISER PERMANENTE. And NORTHBAY Health. We also have with us the staff from our operator 5 Keys. This is the team that will be working on site to provide the needed services to our community. Everybody that you see around you in the teal is our 5 Keys team. I would also like to acknowledge the other agencies that work alongside the City of Vallejo. We have representatives from the Greater Vallejo Recreation District, Vallejo Flood and Wastewater District, Vallejo Unified School District, Solano County, and staff from our surrounding cities. We also have the nonprofit organizations and advocacy groups that are working firsthand with the unhoused in our community. We have representatives from the team that built this, from CSG and G&G Builders. And last but certainly not least, I would like to acknowledge my colleagues, the staff from the City of Vallejo departments that worked around the clock to make sure that this project would come to completion. We also have representatives from iHeart who support the city in our field outreach, as well as other nonprofits such as Vallejo Together, Resource Connect Solano, who do field outreach to the unhoused community. And with that, I would like to invite to the podium Councilmember J.R. Matulak.
Good morning, everyone. For those that may not know me, my name is J.R. Matulak. I'm actually the council member that represents District 2, the bordering district over in the north of Vallejo. And thank you for everyone for being here. There's a couple of people that I want to make sure that we do acknowledge. Thank you, Natalie, and Gillian, for acknowledging the land we sit on. But I want to give a special shout out to Scott Foster over there. Scott, can you kind of wave your hand over here? Without him, we would not be here. He was kind enough to be able to give us this property to help us put this project here. So I want to give a special shout out to Scott Foster over there. So thank you, Scott, for everything you do, not only for this project, but for the city of Vallejo. So thank you. And this is listening to all the funding, all the support that we have here. This is the epitome of it takes a village to raise not only children, but our whole community here. And from my architectural background, if you look around, this is a beautiful place. Looking at the garden area over here, looking at these facilities over here, this gives from the architectural, this gives a sense of place and of being. And hopefully this is going to change some of the mindsets, some of the negative mindsets of some of the community members that will be living here, is going to hopefully inspire them to take those steps to utilize the resources that the service providers will be providing here to get them to the next level of being independent here. So this is where we as a city, this is the things that we need to tout to get past a lot of the negativity that the Vallejo narrative typically holds out there. But this is one of the many, many, many positive things that is actually happening here. I definitely want to give a shout out to Gillian, to Natalie, and to Flora and the rest of our staff here, because for those that may not know the history of this has been a project over 10 years in the making. 3 mayors, 6 different councils that have gone through this to try to get this project here. And through a lot of the challenges, it's thanks to them that got us here to the finish line. So I want to thank everyone here today, and thank everyone for getting us to this point and looking at a lot of the positive that Vallejo is doing for our unhoused community, starting with this. And we'll be having a new one right up the street at the Broadway project here soon. So thank you all.
I would now like to invite to the podium Councilmember Charles Palmares.
Thank you. Wow, what an incredible day. I like to meditate on what this navigation center represents for all of us, for the unhoused community, this represents an opportunity for folks to have shelter and take a breath. For those who do the work of coordinated entry, who volunteer, who work for other agencies, who work with the unhoused community, this represents a unique and critical opportunity to work with those folks to get them into housing. It is a very critical step for the continuum care. So let's not forget that this is part of a bigger project, and I hope we see forth to working with our business partners, our nonprofit community, our CBOs, our volunteers, our activists to really address what's happening with our unhoused community. And this is a huge step. And I'd like to congratulate everyone who helped to make this happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. I would now like to invite Councilmember Helen Marie Gordon to this podium to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? Can we just say yes? Yes! This is amazing. And to see you all come out for something so beautiful as this, it just warms my heart. I want to first tell you transparently, it's not easy, but I'm going to be completely honest, but I don't want you to judge me, but I came here homeless. I have 4 children, and I was a grandmother. I had a son who was in a wheelchair, and I was recently diagnosed with Graves' disease. Not knowing the seriousness of it, found out when I got here it was worse than what we thought. But I could not let my kids see that struggle. I could not let them see that fear. I knew whatever I had to do, they could not see a night on the streets. And thank God the Christian Help Center, they opened that door for me. But I can't help but be a little jealous. Neighbors, colleagues, and valued community members. On behalf of the City of Vallejo and my colleagues, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the dedicated city staff. Our city manager, when I call your name, please stand. To our hardworking staff, especially Gillian, Natalie, and if Flora's here, is she here?
She is not here.
Well, so someone could let her know. And to 5 Keys, wave your hand. And to our developed partners. To every sponsor, whether you contribute financially, through hands-on support, and with all of your unwavering belief in quality and dignity. I see you, and I thank you. Your work stands as powerful testament to your vision. The collaboration and compassion you can say you have achieved. The facility is more than just a building. It's a milestone. It represents all the collective commitment to uplifting lives, restoring dignity, and creating pathways to stability for our unhoused neighbors. As Maria would say, our friends. Thanks to the tireless contributions of so many, we now have a state-of-the-art place offering safety, support, and hope to those who need it most. Again, I have to say, my son and I came here last week while they were working tirelessly, getting everything in order. My son and I, we broke bread here in this room after doing an amazing tour. That's why I said I'm a little jealous. My son said it felt like home. I got a picture of him sitting over there by himself, just taken in. And I can't help to think when we came here, he was just 5, turning 6. Was he afraid, or would he have felt safe like he did sitting in this garden? I want to say thank you to everyone involved. The center will provide essential wraparound service, case management, health care, access, life resorts that will empower our guests to move forward, like Christian Help Center did me. Because I believe every individual is a vital piece to the larger puzzle. Every person deserves to feel valued, seen, and safe. Today marks a turning point, not just in policy, but in the heart of now Vallejo's show for its people. The Navigation Center is our bold step towards long-term solution that will address root causes, including mental health, addiction, unemployment, and trauma. Sometimes just needing the opportunity to have help to get into housing. As we hear all the time, it's not just that I got kicked out because they raised my rent too high. It is not just a shelter, but it is a bridge to permanent housing, to opportunities, and to renew hope. And I'm almost done. But I wrote this because I thought about my situation, so please bear with me. To the unhoused, to our housed community, this center is not a threat to your safety or values. It is a reflection of them. And to those currently living without shelter, you are not invisible. You are not forgotten. Help is here, and hope is real. We are moving beyond fragment, short-term fixes, towards real, lasting changes. This center will provide 24/7 support, case management, again, access to health care. We cannot stress that the most because that's what I saw on the 4 sweeps that we have done. I didn't see this. And let me just be clear. This is not just a shelter. Once again, it is a bridge. It's stable, an opportunity to renew hope. I want to say thank you again to all of you. And everyone in this room, you should clap your hands because you are part of this center. Thank you again for this opportunity. And then this speech is in honor of Maria and Guy Rica. Stronger together, unity and community. Helen Marie Borden, City Councilwoman, District 6.
I would like to quickly acknowledge we have Councilmember Alex Matthias here with us now. Thank you. We also have with us Christian Anderson from HUD here representing our federal partners in this program. Thank you for being here. I would now like to invite forward the Executive Director of SOLANO JPA, Deshaun Waters.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Y'all following that up, right? I'm honored to be here today as the Executive Director of the SOLANO JPA to celebrate the opening of the Vallejo Navigation Center. This center marks real progress in our regional effort to address homelessness, not with quick fixes, but with solutions that meet people where they are and help them take the next step towards stability and housing. As a joint powers authority, our role is to bring cities, the county, and service providers together to build a system that works, one that is coordinated, accountable, and results-oriented. I want to thank the City of Vallejo for its leadership in getting this project across the finish line. 5 keys who will operate this site day in, day out, and everyone from the community who made this happen, from the planners and funders to outreach workers and advocates. I've seen a few members in the audience who I'd like to acknowledge. Our past JPA Chair, Vice Mayor Misinski, our COC Chair, DeAndre Richard, JPA Board Member, Councilmember Palmeras, Committee Member, Councilmember Gordon, Vice Chair Kari Rader, who I've seen here as well, our TAB Chair, Dr. Palomera, are you? There we go. And some folks from our Lived Experience Committee, Reggie Serenonin, Kemper Stone, and Jose Carzales. Most importantly, this center is for people who will come through its doors looking for a fresh start. To them, we see you, we support you, and we're working to make sure this is just one stop on your path to permanent housing. Thank you all for being here and being a part of something that truly matters.
Thank you. I would now like to invite to the stage the CEO of SUTTER Medical Center, Kelly Jager Jackson.
This is amazing. Seems like we've been talking about this for a really, really, really long time. And looking out across the audience, my SUTTER Health colleagues and I are incredibly proud to be part of the creation of the Vallejo Navigation Center. At Sutter Health, we understand that the health of a community is grounded in the health of our most vulnerable populations. And the Vallejo Navigation Center will bring up the entire Vallejo and Solano community. Our community health doesn't only include access to healthcare, access to mental health care, but all of the other services around essential care that make our most vulnerable populations or unhoused community members feel heard, seen, cared for, and have an opportunity to state their opinions and their concerns and their fears as they move through life. We're proud to partner with NORTHBAY and KAISER and all of the other wonderful communities in Vallejo to be able to open such an amazing center with the wraparound services that our community deserves, needs, and that will make Vallejo and Solano County stronger every day. So thanks to everyone for being here and for your support.
Thank you. Next to the podium, we have from the Vallejo Medical Center, Chief Nurse Executive from Kaiser Permanente, Juanita Julabral Walton.
Good morning. Good morning. It is such an honor to be here. And that's like, personally, I just feel very honored to be a part of this. On behalf of the organization, just a huge thank you to our local elected officials, to community partners. It's just an honor to be here with you to fulfill the KAISER mission of healthy communities and healthy people. So we are all just so grateful for all of you. I hope that you know, and you may not, that Kaiser Permanente has been in this community since 1946. We're one of the very first hospitals in this area. So just call it out. It's almost 70 years that we have been rooted in this community to be a part of wellness and health. This navigation center is vital to helping bring real change to a vulnerable population that needs it the most. I can look around and see how committed this community is and how all of you are just because you're here. And I think that it's amazing to see the support for this community. So what this navigation center represents is more than just a safe place to sleep. This center represents good health, a roof over your head, access to social services, and a pathway to permanent housing. Because housing is health. It's that simple, and it's that important. We shared this previously. But if you look at homelessness like you look at disease, being homeless means your average lifespan is 25 years shorter than the lifespan of an average person. 25 years. Let that sink in. That is simply unacceptable. And today, while we are here to celebrate, let's stay focused on the ongoing challenge and continue to do all that we can to support good health. This opening of this navigation center will create change in Vallejo, and we are so proud at Kaiser Permanente to being a part of this journey to good health in our community.
Thank you. We now have our Vice President, Chief Medical Officer, and Chief Quality Officer from NORTHBAY Health, Seth Kaufman.
Good morning, everyone. I'm honored to be here representing NORTHBAY Health as one of the sponsoring health systems for the Vallejo Navigation Center. Homelessness continues to rise in Solano County, with the greatest concentration right here in Vallejo. Behind every number is a person, someone facing not just housing insecurity, but complex health and social challenges. As an emergency medicine physician, I see this firsthand. People come to the ER in crisis, not only for medical care,
but because they don't have a safe place to go. And while we're proud to provide care in those moments, health begins far upstream, from access to food and shelter to stability, purpose, and connection. At North Bay Health, our mission is to improve the well-being of our communities by providing conveniently accessible, high-quality care. We live this mission every day, not only within our hospitals, but in the neighborhoods we serve. That's the heart of population health. It means we don't just treat illness, we address the conditions that create it. The Vallejo Navigation Center is a vital example of that work, combining shelter with case management, job assistance, and healthcare access. This is not just a building, it's a foundation for healing and hope. Health systems must extend beyond the hospital walls. We have a shared responsibility to support our communities most vulnerable. So today, let this be a call to action, to deepen our partnerships, to align our resources, and to continue investing in efforts like this. Because a healthier Solano County starts with caring for everyone in it. Thank you.
I would now like to invite former City of Vallejo Vice Mayor and Cap Solano JPA Representative, Dr. Rosanna Broder-Aliga.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Magandang umaga to everyone. What an incredible day. From 2014, since I was on the council and then ended my term in 2025, from inception to completion, the Vallejo Navigation Center has come to fruition. I am proud and thankful because we are now opening this center despite the delays caused by COVID-19. Location changes, funding shortfalls, increased construction costs, contractual agreements, and many more. Scott Foster, special mention to you. Thank you for giving us a great deal, great price for this property. I wish he had given it for free, but he gave it at such a big discount. My friend and a longtime Vallejo native. Today, we celebrate and gather for more than just a ribbon cutting, but to open a big door, a door to dignity, a door to healing, a door to hope. As a mental health provider myself for the past 28 years with Solano County Mental Health, I've worked with our marginalized and underserved community for 28 years, recently retired in 2023. So to me and to all the people that I have served as a council member and as a mental health provider, the Navigation Center is more than just a building. It is a promise that our beloved city, we will do what we can with a goal that no one gets left behind. That when someone stumbles, we offer a hand up. Not just a place to sleep, but a path to stability for a better life for our unhoused residents. This state-of-the-art facility will provide 125 individuals with more than just a shelter. It will offer case management, mental health services, job readiness training, healthcare access, housing navigation, and most importantly, a chance for our less fortunate neighbors to more than survive, but to rebuild and to thrive. We are incredibly proud to partner with 5 key schools and programs whose compassion and expertise in trauma-informed care will bring this center to life. Their work will not be easy, but it will be immensely essential. Of course, all of this was possible through the collaboration of our partners, which we already mentioned, but I wanted to make a special shout out to former Council Member Katie Neisner, Council Member Mina Loera Diaz, Council Member Tina Ariona, Council Member Pepin Du, former Council Member Hakeem Brown, former Council Member Malgapo, and Council Member Samir. All of these council members, since 2014, actually worked immensely hard to lay the foundation for what we celebrate today. Special shout out, of course, to our former mayor, Osby Davis, Bob Sampayan, who actually worked closely with Mayor London Reed in San Francisco to actually help envision this project, and our past mayor, Robert Papon. Thank you. Former city managers, Greg Nyhoff, Dan Keene, and Mike Malone, especially to former Public Works Director, my friend and Vallejo resident, Melissa Lintag Tigbao, who actually was the project manager for this entire project. Thank you, Melissa, for being here. Gillian and Natalie, you know what? We are eternally grateful to both of you because you still remain in the city of Vallejo as wonderful, esteemed employees. Thank you to both of you. I also want to acknowledge the heart and resilience of our community. Vallejo is strong because we lift each other up. And today we show what is possible when compassion meets action. Let's remember, this is not the end of the project. This is actually the second project to address homelessness in our communities. The Blue Oak Landing was actually opened last 2 years ago. And we have a third project, which was a part of the Broadway project, which will be opening soon. Let us remember, this is not the end of a project. It is the beginning of new possibilities. And for those entering these doors, and for our city as a whole. Together, we've built more than just a center. We've built a future filled with promise and possibilities. Thank you very much, Vallejo. Congratulations. Congratulations for this transformative milestone. Thank you so very much.
I would now like to invite COO and Executive Vice President for 5 Keys, Elise Graham.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is amazing to be up here. You have no idea how beautiful you all look. We know that this has been 10 years in the making. We haven't been here that long, but we're very, very proud and honored to be partnering with this amazing community, to see the passion and the compassion that you bring to the table, the way you push the city to do more, to do better, the way you contribute, the way you collaborate is really powerful. 5 Keys has started in the San Francisco County Jail as the first high school for folks that are incarcerated back 21 years ago. Since 2018, we've been doing housing as well. We were really fortunate to start in this county, Solano County, in 2015, providing our education services. That's one of the things we're really proud of. And today, to be here and be beginning a program with Vallejo City is amazing. We currently operate 16 sites throughout California, primarily San Francisco, Alameda, Los Angeles, and very excited to be here with you all today. Our approach to this is pretty much mirrored by what we heard from a lot of our other speakers, council members. Our approach is compassion. It's meeting people where they are with respect, knowing their names, hearing them, seeing them, treating them as whole individuals, and supporting them. They are us. Many of our family and our staff have shared lived experience with those we serve. And so we feel like we're best suited for this. We approach everything that we do with customer service. We refer to everyone that will walk through these doors as our guests. We treat them as if they're in a nice hotel, and that's how we see it. So we're really, really honored to be collaborating with all of you in the community. It's been a long road to get here, and we are very excited to be kind of take the torch from this point on and then continue to grow with you. So thank you very much.
I would now like to bring forward City Manager Andrew Murray.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. As one of the former speakers said, this is an amazing view. Not only is this a beautiful facility, but it's a beautiful audience that I think is so reflective of the diversity of this community and the fact that it takes an entire village to make a project like this work out. So it's really a testament to the power of collaboration. As some other folks have mentioned, this is not the first project the city has undertaken to address our unhoused community members and support them. We have another project that will be opening very, very shortly. We'll have another ribbon cutting for that as well, the Broadway project. But those are just two steps and pieces to a puzzle that our city council has identified, our community members and partners have identified as many pieces that need to come together to fully support our unhoused community. So I invite you and our amazing partners on this project, continue work with us and together to uplift our unhoused community members. And with that, I think Natalie has some concluding remarks. I really hope that you'll be able to stay and walk around and just embrace and enjoy this amazing facility, which is not just a facility, but it's a future for all the many people who are going to be coming through here. So thank you for being with us to enjoy this amazing day.
Thank you again to the community, to all of our partners, to all of the funding organizations that made today possible. We would not be here without all of you. We would not be here without your support, your patience as we have gotten to where we are today. But now it is the time for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the ribbon cutting. If we can please have everybody stand, we're going to do it right here. I'm going to move the podium out of the way, and then we will be offering tours around the facility for everybody who would like to take a peek in and see what we're looking at. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The Vallejo Navigation Center is made possible by funding from the City of Vallejo, County of Solano, CAP Solano JPA, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, California Department of Housing and Community Development, KAISER Permanente, SUTTER Health, and NORTHBAY Health.